up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be doing a Q&A, and I have the questions right here, right in front of me, that I wrote down just because they was on my phone. And yeah, so if you're new here, welcome, cousins. I'm Bree, glad to have you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Set your post notification bell to all so you'll be notified every single time I upload. And if you're a returning family member, what it do, cousin? So yeah, welcome to Vlogmas day 15. Today is Friday, December 15th. And yeah, let's get right into the video. So my first question is, who is your biggest role model? And honestly, growing up, I looked up, well, my role model was my mom. I've always had an active mom who showed me, like, you know, how you are supposed to carry yourself as a woman, you know, what it looks like to be a good mom, an active mom, a present mom. So my biggest role model was my mom, and also my aunties. I have a couple of aunties, not more than a couple actually, a few aunties who was a really good role model to me. Sorry if y'all hear that chirping. That is not my smoke detector. I have a carbon monoxide like detector, and that thing chirps all day long, so excuse that. Number two, what is your favorite childhood memory? And to be honest, y'all, I have a lot, but one that I always talk about with like everybody, and I tell my kids all the time, every summer growing up, my dad would take me and my siblings to St. Louis. Like, this was a every summer thing. Like, every freaking summer, when school got out, my daddy would pack me and my siblings up, and we would go to St. Louis, and we would stay at the Embassy Suites Hotel. Like, that was our hotel that we stayed at every time we went to St. Louis, and it's really nice. If you ever been in Embassy Suites, it's a vibe. And we would go down there and just have fun. Like, that was our summer, like a summer memory that will always stick to me, because it was a every summer thing up until I got a little bit older. I've been to St. Louis several times. Question number 3 is, 10-year, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Baby, first of all, 10 years, I'm gonna be grown and sexy. I'm already grown, and I'm fine. But baby, in 10 years, I'll be grown and sexy. In 10 years, how old am I? I will be 35 in 10 years, and I see myself a boss. Like, me and my husband, we'll be there, owned our home. Our oldest son will be 18, so, and then our youngest will be 15, and then our middle, she will be 16. So our kids will be big, they will be getting older, we will own our home, traveling, financially stable. Like, in 10 years, I'm gonna be where I want to be in life, like, with no worries. And God, you know, God grant us this. My mom and my dad will be there, and they'll be traveling with us, and our, you know, my in-laws. We'll just be living a good life, because in 10 years, I'm gonna be where we want to be financially. So yeah, gotta just stay tuned and follow us on that journey. Number 4 is, what is my definition of success? And to me, like, to be successful, people be like, oh, I'm rich, I'm successful. But for me, and this is just a me thing, so don't chew me up, but for me, success looks like taking care of my family with no worries, like not having a worry in the world, being financially straight, not having to worry about where this dollar is going to come from, where that dollar is going to come from. Just peaceful, and like financial freedom, like not having a worry in the world. So, and making it to what may be successful to me might not be successful to the next person, because a person might feel like, oh, if I have 8 figures in my bank account, I'm successful. But for me, it don't even have to be 8 figures for me to not have to worry about where the next dollar is gonna come from. Oh, having to wait for my next paycheck, or you know, just not having to worry. And once I get that point in my life where I'm just comfortable and I'm not where I'm gonna go to the store and I can spend $3,000-4,000 and not having to worry about, oh damn, how we gonna make it the next week, you know. So financial freedom is when I become successful, like not having a worry in the world. That's when I feel like I've successfully been successful. Number 5, it says, what is one day that you will redo or relive? And y'all, my wedding day. I felt like the most beautiful girl in the world. Like, I was so beautiful. My hair was pretty. My dress was so pretty. Like, my kids and my husband, we looked amazing. And I had all my family there. And it just, well, not everybody was there. So, majority of them. But I would love to redo that day again. I cannot wait. My husband told me, I think our 5-year anniversary, wedding anniversary, we're going to do wedding vows renewal, and I cannot wait. I want to have the whole big wedding, because I had a big wedding, but it wasn't like a real big wedding. We had our wedding and our reception at the same place, so it wasn't like super big like I wanted. And we also didn't have like a whole wedding party. It was just me, my husband, and our 2 kids up there at the altar. So yeah, I would definitely redo my wedding and relive that day. It was amazing. I was a beautiful bride, and I've lost a lot of weight since my wedding, which was 2 years ago. Yeah, I want to redo my wedding, so because this new boobs, who this? Okay, my boobs was like out here, and my belly was big, and I'm just like, So I definitely, I want to, I am gonna redo that day. I'm gonna have another wedding, yeah, and that's that. Period. And babe, if you watching this, make it happen for your girl. You know, our 5-year wedding anniversary, we're gonna renew our vows, and I am gonna have another wedding. Another one would be, another question is, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? And honestly, I don't really have like a place that I'm like, oh, I just want to move there. Oh, I gotta live there. I travel a lot, so I like to travel and come back to my hometown, which is Kansas City, Kansas. I love it here, but I also feel like it's way more opportunities out of town. Me and my husband talk about moving to Katy, Texas all the time. It's a part of Houston. I mean, so if I had to choose, it would be Houston, but that's not nothing like that I can't make happen. Like, we've actually talked about moving there, like, within the next few years. So, yeah, it's nowhere that like I just be like, oh my God, I wish I had the money to move there or anything like that. Like, I don't have a place like that. But if I had to choose where a place that I would want to move to, it would be Houston, Katy, Texas, to be exact. Number, I don't even know what number we on, but the next one is, what's your go-to comfort food? And I don't have like a comfort meal, like when I'm sad or I'm happy or something, like, but something that I always like, I'm like, ooh, when I go to the store, like I have to pick this up, it would be a bag of hot chips or a bag of hot fries, for sure, some type of hot chips, and it's either hot chips or hot fries, and then I have to have like a honey bun or a pecan wheel or oatmeal cream pie with it. And then my comfort drink is, I'm a water drinker, y'all, but if I'm gonna do something, like if I'm feeling I'm gonna do cherry Coca-Cola. But I also suffer from migraines, so I drink those here every now and then for the caffeine. But yeah, I guess those would be my comfort food items. Yeah, it say, what is your biggest pet peeve? If y'all know me, if y'all day one supporter, my biggest pet peeve is negative people. I cannot stand negative people. If you know me, then you know. I'm like super positive. Like, y'all, my life could be going shit show wrong. Nothing could be going right. I'm gonna crack a joke, and I'm gonna find some good in the bad in the midst of the storm. I hate negative people, and hate is a strong word. I cannot stand negative people. Like, baby, life could be much worse than what you're going through. It's somebody out here dealing with something way worse than you. So, for me, my biggest pet peeve is negative people. Then my other second pet peeve, y'all only asked for one, but I'm gonna give you two. My second pet peeve is foam, like the foam containers. When those rub together, when people rub foam together, it does something to me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like, when foam is rubbing together, that's my second one. I can't do it. The next question is, what's my favorite hobby? Lately, my hobby has been like making shirts. I really enjoy making shirts. Like, someone giving me a design idea that they have and me bringing it to life. I love making shirts. So right now, that's my favorite hobby. But I also love to read and write. I'm a big reader. I love to read. Like, I love reading. That's my thing. Which I got 3 more questions. Ooh, excuse me. So I'm gonna leave the best one for last. The next one is, what's something on your bucket list? And y'all, I really want to swim with dolphins. I do. I want to swim with dolphins. Like, I really got to do that before I die. Like, I really want to swim with dolphins. I just think the scenery is nice. Like, the whole vibe. I would love to swim with dolphins. And I'm scared of water. Like, big bodies of water. I don't know how to swim. So, that's one of my biggest fears is water. But the top thing on my bucket list is swimming with dolphins. Like, when I go swim with dolphins, y'all gonna know, because I'm gonna make sure somebody recording, because I don't have my man right there with me, period. He gonna save me if anything go wrong, because he can swim. Yeah, so I really want to swim with dolphins. And it said, what's one of your best qualities about yourself? And honestly, I've never thought about that. I can't say one of my best qualities about myself is I'm a go-getter, y'all. When I put my mind to something, it's going to get done. Like, I'm so ambitious and I'm motivated. Like, when I set my mind to something, it's it. Once I say I'm going to do something or I want to do something, it's going to happen. I don't care if it takes me 2 months or 2 years. It's going to happen. So I love that about myself. I just feel like as a young lady in the Black society, like, people put all these what are they called, statistics on you. And I'm a young Black girl, and I had kids young and got married young and did a lot before I was even 21. Like, I got kids super young. I had my first one at 17. And so I feel like it's important to be ambitious and like outgoing and motivated still. Like, with life, the life that we're living these days, like, it's not a lot of women who's still ambitious and still driven, and I am. And no one can ever take that away from me. Like, no one. So my last question, that's my ice maker. Y'all hear that? It's my refrigerator. I have an ice maker on it. Okay, it just building ice. But the last question is, what is some advice that you would give your 18-year-old self? And that's a good question. Some advice I would give my 18-year-old self. I'm trying to think about where I was when I was 18. When I was 18, when I was 18, I had just graduated high school. I had just had a baby. I had just moved out on my own. I had just got in college, community college. Yeah, so at 18 I had a lot on my plate. But I would definitely tell myself, you're enough. You're doing enough. You're enough. You got your whole life ahead of you. Because I think when you become a mom, and I'm not gonna speak for everyone, but I'm gonna speak for myself. At 17, becoming a mom was so real for me. Like, I was afraid that I would fail myself, and afraid that I would fail my son. So I had so many people around me like, it's hard with a baby. Having a baby is gonna stop a lot of stuff. You're 17, you just had a baby. You ain't gonna go to college. You're not gonna be able to go to college. You're not gonna be able to get a good job. I had a lot of like naysayers around, and my mom. If I didn't have nobody, I had her. And I remember being 17 and 18, and my mom telling me like, no matter what nobody tell you, you could still have your life ahead of you. You could still have a great life for you and your son. You could still become successful. You could still, every goal that you set before you had this baby, you can get it done. And so I would tell my 18-year-old self that you're enough. You're doing great. In 5 years from now, which, not 5 years from now, I would have been 23 if I was talking to my 18-year-old self. And I'm okay. And now it's 7 years from me being 18, and I'm 25, and I do pretty good for myself. No, my life is not perfect, but I'm very blessed, and my kids don't have a struggle in this world. Like, they're kids. Like, they genuinely can be kids. Like, I make their life easy, as I should. I just don't ever want my kids to, this is off topic, but to any young mothers out there, I just want y'all to know, like, parenting is so hard, y'all. It's hard. Like, it doesn't come with instructions, and a lot of people didn't have good examples to look up to. Fortunately, thank God, I was blessed with my mom and my dad, and I have some of the, I have not had, because they still are, I have some of the best two parents that any child could ask for. So I know what being a good parent look like. So I told myself, the moment I knew that I was having a baby and I decided like this is the journey that I'm gonna go on, I told myself like, yeah, you got this, girl. And I've had it since day one. Since I found out I was a mom, I've been winging it, like winging it. And I feel like I'm doing okay. So yeah, that was the last question. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Set your post notification to all so you'll be notified every single time I upload. And yeah, I love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow on Vlogmas Day tomorrow.